if you have something that you don't understand, you don't need to wait till the next week to get an answer. There are 3 ways that you can get an answer to any doubts that you have. You have a Discord community. For every cohort, you can post it. These are thriving communities. Everybody's trying to help each other, right? We're all in it for the same reasons. You also have technical coaching sessions where you can go to, talk to an instructor, tell them what your problem is. This is on all sides, on the coding side, on the system design side, on the domain side, on the career side. On all sides, you have coaching sessions available. There are unlimited coaching sessions. They are available every day during the first 3 months and during the support period. So pretty much you have 9 months of access to live one-on-one or small group help every day to help you up level. And if you want faster responses, you can send us an email. We have email responses as well, right? So this is what's happening every week. Foundational videos, classes, practice, homework, test. Foundational videos, classes, practice, homework, test. To get this engine revving, doing this week on week on week, building your muscle, building your strength, building your fitness to make sure you are able to up level to these really strong engineering teams. Now, this is probably the appropriate time to mention something that is really at the heart of the interview Kickstart process. As you can see, this is a very structured, organized process. It is not about hacking the interview process, guys. You cannot. Please do not attempt to hack an interview process. You cannot do this. It has 5 to 7 rounds with incredibly bright people on the other side, testing you to check if you should be part of these strong engineering teams. And so if you want to do well in interviews, you fundamentally need to learn. You need to invest in yourself. You need to get strong at core computer science skill sets and then give yourself the right to work at these teams. And that is what the interview process is. And that is how we prepare you for this at Interview Kickstart. Our focus is going to be to make you a better engineer. We are going to try and make you the best engineer that you can be, somebody who is capable of doing well at these companies, right? We already talked about this. The standard approach is 8 to 12 weeks, followed by 6 months of support and lifelong access. But you can do this faster if you want to do it the accelerated way in less than a month. You can do it in a longer time if you want to choose the extended, right? This is what a typical week looks like. Now, once you've done all of this, as you go through the process, as things start getting real, right, we're going to tell you, hey guys, start doing mock interviews because you want to practice and you want to make sure that you have put yourself in an environment where you are comfortable working against the clock, but in an environment where you are exposing yourself to do this, not only in a time-based manner, but with somebody who you've never met before, right? The mock interviews are an exact replica of what you get at top companies. They are one-on-one sessions. They are an hour long. They are done online, but face-to-face. They're with an actual hiring manager. They simulate what you get at top companies with one exception. This is a safe zone, right? It's a safe zone for you to work. It's a safe zone for you to fail because post these interviews, you will get detailed feedback, right? I'm going to show you the kind of feedback that you will get, right? This is typically what a interview form looks like. Interviews are graded on a scale of 1 to 4. Once you finish your interview, you will spend 15 minutes to 20 minutes discussing your interview with the actual hiring manager who's teaching you. You will get detailed feedback, you will get verbal feedback, and the instructor will fill in this form, right? Who you were, what was your overall technical score, what was your behavioral score, did you understand the problem, did you arrive at an optimal interview appropriate solution, right? Regardless of whether how fast or slow your code was written, did you have any brain freezes, any false starts, did I have to give you any hints, right? Were you able, very important, were you able to communicate time and space complexity? Was your solution fully coded? Did you write pseudocode or did you make any leaps, right? How fluent was the coding? Did you walk me through your code post that, right? Was there enough time to do that? Did I understand your thinking process? Were there any bugs? Did you find the bugs on your own? And then we will go into behavioral score. Now, the reason I go into this form is because it's important to understand how detailed the feedback is. You get verbal feedback, you get written feedback, and we record your mock interview and share it with you. We will keep encouraging you to go back and watch your mock interview, reflect on the written feedback post that, because you then really internalize where you went wrong and how you can do better. We also have something called check-ins, right? Now, the check-ins are effectively a way for us to spend time with you from time to time to see, are there any patterns emerging in your interview process? Are you constantly making one type of mistake, in which case we can identify it and say, hey, John, you're constantly making this kind of mistake. Here is what you need to do. For example, maybe you're jumping into code too fast. You're not asking clarifying questions. Or maybe you're not walking me through your thought process, right? And this is how you get good at nailing these interviews, because you have live practice, okay? At this point of time, we think it's also very important to help people get interviews, right? There are many companies that are hiring at this point of time, right? For example, very recently, we actually signed an agreement with a FAANG company where they are sending us candidates who they want us to train and then send back to them for interviews, right? It's a very deep relationship with an actual FAANG company. That is how, I mean, if that is not a great vindication for what we offer, I don't know what else could be. An actual FAANG company tied up with us saying, hey, please train people who failed our interview process. And we will then interview them because we understand the proficiency of this process. And so once you are done, as you move into the careers part of the program, we will help you with your LinkedIn, your resume, your application strategy, negotiate offers, and based on when you are ready, how you've done in the course, if you are ready to go on, we are very happy to help you get connected with companies as well. We have alumni instructors at pretty much all top teams, right? So very easy for us to be able to facilitate that. And this is important at this stage, because we realize while there is all of this hullabaloo and buzz in the market, there are many companies who are hiring for specific teams, right? The same thing happened at COVID. Everybody kind of stopped and thought, hey, nobody's hiring. In a month, everything bounced back. In a quarter, everything bounced back. And how? And even right through that, there were always teams hiring. And it is the inside information of knowing which teams are hiring, when, where, that really, really matters, and having access to that, right? And that is what we can offer you through this platform, because we have 13,000 plus alumni and we have hiring managers who are constantly looking to hire. Hence, the FAANG company coming to us and saying, hey, can you help train? Because we still actively want to hire.